Yo, if you are having trouble reading stock charts, this is the video that you want to watch. I'm going to make it super easy for you. Let's go. It's Stocks and Hip Hop. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If this is your first time here, this is Stocks and Hip Hop, and what we do every week is we look for ways to protect our money against the stock market. And we do that by looking at the four indexes. We look at the S&P, we look at the Dow, we look at the Russell, and then we also look at the Nasdaq. And the way that I make it simple is I make sure to just give you simple terms, one, and two, easy analogies, so you understand that reading a chart is really, really simple, and we all have the talent to do so. And on top of that, what I do every single week is we mix it in with hip hop. This is Stocks and Hip Hop, and what we do is we feature an artist and a lyric that relates to the stock market. And this week is my guy Redman. Redman, off the classic album Muddy Waters. He spit the line, "I don't tote guns, I tote funds." Redman has always been one of my favorites. Let me know the song off of Muddy Waters in the comments, and we have a discussion about my guy. Now let's talk directly about the market. We had another pivotal week, and we're going to see what that means for the rest of this month. All right, so S&P right now is at $4,450.32. Wow. So we had a nice epic run for quite some time. And family, we've tracked along with this 20-day moving average, and we have watched this be consistent support for the market. And as the prices come closer to it, it has made a bounce. So the way that we make things simple here is this is the trampoline. We're always looking for what the price is going to jump off of. And on top of that, we also look in the past, because when you do chart reading, all you're looking for is a past performance. You're looking to see when the last time the price was in this specific area, what did it do? And when you look at that, you look for consistencies in the chart to see, okay, if it did it in this price before, has it done it before that time? And all we're looking for is commonalities. We're looking for that common groundwork for what happens when a price is in a specific area. And so with that being said, we're looking right now at this 4,500 area. What happened around 4,500 before? Let's go take a look. And the chart shows that around this 4,500 area, we have been in resistance before. Resistance because the last time we were here, we actually moved lower. And here we are once again, starting to show some type of signals of it doing the same thing. So where can we go from here? Now, we have two dynamics working against each other, right? We just explained how this 4,500 area is an area of resistance based upon what happened before. But we also now have a momentum change where the 20-day moving average is starting to show that it is being a level of support. So what we got going on right now is starting to be a wedge where things are going up and up and up, and it is hitting the point where it wants to move higher, but it's also shown in the past that it can't. So where do we go from here? That momentum is either going to help it go push above, and it will do so with a very strong fashion if it does it, or it is going to prove itself to go down. So we're at that pivotal point, as I pointed out in the beginning of the video, that the market is going to make a move. So price targets right now. Price targets, if this continues to hold up for this 20-day moving average, we have a 4,600 area. So 4,600 is the upside target. Downside target, as we've shown here in this area before, we have had a bounce. So we would like around this 4,000, we'll say 4,500 just to be, or 4,350 if we can see in this area to hold up if it does stay there. So those are our two price targets. There's always two outcomes that could be potential, and we respect both of them. We want to see the market prove itself. That's S&P. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on with IWM. IWM is at 183.61. So family, when we talked about IWM before in the past, we've highlighted these three points in this same resistance area that we have been at before. And we've seen that each time it has gotten there, it has actually moved lower and retested around this 170 area here and here. So when we moved here, came back to this area, and here we are again. So where can we go from here? We talked about trampolines, making things simple. What do we see in the past in this 183 area since we've closed there before? Highlighting around there, we've seen that we've not had too much activity in that 183 area that has shown that it has been super supportive of the price. So this, to me, gives me the feeling that this is a cut through price, and this is going to be something that will not be respected, and we're going to look to get to a level that it actually respects. And we are looking to see, well, where's it closer to? And let's find that out. We're going to look to see 183, what is closer for it to be respected at. This 180 area is the first area that I am highlighting because we can see we have two candles here, another candle in this area, and then in the past we've seen that we've had some pretty decent support in that area. And also, luckily, I have it highlighted in red. That red line right there shows that this is an area of support. So I'm looking to see that the market, if it does continue to slip, uphold that 180 area. Upside target. Upside target is if this 50-day moving average, as we've talked about before, the trampoline, this has shown to be some type of support. And we've got that showing here and now here for our recent move. And if we do have that area of support, we want to see if we actually get back to around this 185, 187-ish area. And that'll be our upside target. Always two targets. Keep it simple. We have to respect that the market can move up or down. We do not know which direction we will get our result at the end of the week. That's IWM. Let's check out what's good with the Dow. And the Dow closed at 34,618.24. And as we take a look closer, this is the one that I think is going to actually be the catalyst for the next market move. And I say that because the Dow for the longest time was on its way up, and it finally pushed higher. And when it pushed higher, the rest of the market started to follow, because this laggard here, this back and forth action here, that didn't do anything. But this one here, this was the big boy that helped the market push higher, and now we are back in a zone. So where can we go from here? Family, this area is similar to this one because we traded back and forth for a while, pushed higher, and if you recall in prior videos, I said this could be the next area where we just trade back and forth for a while. Here we are at the low end of that area. So this is our support. The trampoline. Let's talk about the trampoline again. Family, we are at that trampoline point where we want to see that the market actually upholds itself above this 34,400 area. So that's our low side target. Upside target is if we make that jump. We want that bounce, and we want to be able to get to around that 35,000 area is the upside target. That is pretty simple. That's making it easy. Now, lastly, let's go ahead and check out what we got going on with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is at 15,202.40. Under the hood here, we can see we had a nice massive run where that 20-day moving average has continued to be respected, and there's no break there. We've seen that we made a move higher. We pointed out that we had that bearish engulf, which can signal a pause in the trend, and it did. We bounced off of it, and now here we are returning, getting closer to what our support is. So where can we go from here? Family, the Nasdaq has been very strong. It took a much needed break, and I think that breather is still here. I like what's going on right here, even though it is very similar to the S&P. The S&P right now is showing that it moved higher, and then the next high wasn't as high, but I still like that it is hanging close to around this area here, because if we have this upheld, then this could just be a nice little rest before it starts to take off again. We have not violated our 20-day moving average, and our support is still intact. So what I'm looking for is the upside target. Upside target right now is if we come back to around that upper 15,000 area. So almost close to 16,000, 15,800 or so. Downside target, if we come back to around this 15,000 area, we want to continue to see that trampoline have that spring action. We want that bounce for the price to happen. So let's wrap things up here, family. We got all 4 indexes right now in a pause moment. We have the S&P still lingering around that 4,500 area. We have the Russell, which is showing that it could actually move lower to test out 180. We have the Dow, which is on its support right now in the new range. And then we also have the Nasdaq, which is showing you that the pause is there and it is above its support. And there's no clear signal right now of a move lower. So we're going to know that the trend that we are in right now is still upheld. So we're going to look for it to follow through. So thumbs up or thumbs down for this week. Family, I give this the thumbs up. This green right here is what I'm looking for. When I say green, I'm looking for green off of the bounce, off of the support areas that we are at. Check out what's going on in the market. Every time we hit support areas, we have bounced. That is the plain and simple understanding of it. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. We do not have a violation. So until we get that violation, we have to respect what that trend has produced, and that is upside. So I'm looking for the market to make another bounce off of its support areas. So hip hop family, what we listening to right now? I can tell you exactly what I'm listening to right now. It's Magic 3. Nas dropped 2 trilogies in 2 years. Like, come on, 6 albums in 2 years. This is ridiculous. And Magic 3 is out. King's Disease 3 is out. All of this stuff is out. Make sure you check this out. It has been a phenomenal run. We've never seen anything like it. I highly doubt that we can see anything like it. The only thing that I can ever think of that is even close to what Nas has pulled off is what Papoose did when he dropped an album a month, and he called it, the title of the album was The Month. So he dropped 12 albums in 1 year. That's the only thing that's comparable to what Nas has pulled off. So make sure that you check out all of those projects. Take some time out and listen to them. Now, what are you doing for your health? As we always conclude with the videos, health is wealth. I don't care really that much about the financial markets to the point to where I need to put myself in a position where my health is affected. Take some time to focus on your health. Drink your water. Spend time with your family, people that you love, and make sure that you get outside and get your exercise. These are the 3 things that we preach every single week. It's the most important. Money is cool, but if you don't have your health, it means nothing. So take care of yourself out of your health as well. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll check you next time. Peace.